I've been fortunate all of my life. I have. And today is no different, but I want to share something with you because I can't think of another instrument that I've ever seen or wanted in my life that I don't have. I've always been fortunate that the instruments I've ever wanted, for the most part, I have them. And most of them have been with me ever since I was a kid. But in 1981, I walked into a music store in Rhode Island, a place called Places Music. It was a place where I had ordered some Gibson guitars, an ES-175, of which I still have, and also a Gibson Dove, which I don't have anymore. And it is where my parents bought my 1979 Les Paul for me. And I can remember going in during one of those early visits in the early 80s, 1981, and all the guitars are two rows of them. The ones on the high shelf, you know, that you had to pick up by the bottom off the rack, and the ones on the lower part. And I remember walking in and my eyes seeing this for the very first time. And this guitar is a 1981 Fender gold and black collector's piece. There was only 500 of these made, and all the trimmings are actually 14 karat gold. And it's a very unique guitar, extremely heavy. And as a kid, whenever we went to Places Music, which would be in spurts, but frequently in those spurts, and I'd go see this guitar hanging on the wall. And back then, it was a lot of money. It was right at $900, $899. And at that time, you got to understand, you could buy a brand new Telecaster for, you know, $300 or less. So it was very pricey, and it was out of reach. But I was a playing musician at that age. This is 1981, so I'm, let's see, born in 68, so do your math. What, 13, 14? Yeah, whatever I am. Yeah, so 13 years of age. And I would play this guitar every time we go, and couldn't wait for the anticipation to walk in there and see this guitar and just hope it was still there. And somehow, some way I was going to end up with it. But when I get done playing it, I would take the guitar and I would hide it. I would actually take the guitar and swap other guitars in the back of the store, which I didn't think anybody ever went back there. It was kind of the lost corner of the music store. And I'd take this guitar and I'd hide it. Well, I have found it. 41, 42 42 years later. And how about that? Anyway, I just wanted to share this story about this guitar that is from my childhood, that every time I look at it, I can't help but to remember the excitement of music, remember excitement of seeing something that was inspiring and beautiful, and you know, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I appreciate you listening to my little history on me and a guitar that's finally part of something that I can call my own. They're very rare to find. There was only 2 of these in the United States of America for sale legitimately. As I don't know what was overseas. I wouldn't purchase one of these overseas. I just don't buy guitars from a different country. But this is a bona fide, genuine, US made Fender guitar. And this sucker is a beast, and it is beautiful, and it squawks. I've been setting up, had the neck off already, and just doing what I need to do just to kind of get that feel for it. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's a treat for me to hold any guitar, but especially this one, bringing me back to when I was about 12, 13 years old. And you know what? I still feel the same way. God bless you all. Thank you for listening.